We'll be discussing today about consumer behavior. What is consumer behavior? Leon Schiffman defines consumer behavior as the behavior that consumers display in searching for, purchasing, using, evaluating, and disposing of products, services, and ideas which they expect will satisfy their needs. What does this mean? This means that a consumer buys a product based on his choices, preferences, his income, his culture, subculture, so on and so forth. Let's discuss this in detail. Cultural factors influence a consumer behavior. Culture, subculture, and social class are particularly important influences on consumer buying behavior. We will look at this in detail. Culture is the fundamental determinant of a person's wants and behavior. The growing child acquires a set of values, perception, preferences, and behavior to his or her family and other key institutions. Subcultures, nationalities, religion, geographic regions. We know very well our Indian nationals wear sari and this kurta pajama as our traditional wear. We know how the Japanese women dress. This is a part of their subculture, hence they tend to buy these type of attire. Hats are very famous and common in British culture. So, women in Britain wear hats, so they buy hats. We can see the American culture, they wear coat. If you go to UAE, we can find that the man and woman are dressed in this way. So subcultures form a part of our buying behavior. We tend to buy what is a part of our culture. Religion forms a part of our buying behavior. We know in India we celebrate Diwali, and in Diwali we buy diyas, we buy sweets. Christians celebrate Christmas, they buy this Christmas tree. Most Christians will have a Christmas tree and celebration. They will buy Christmas cake. Or we know very well that during Eid, our Muslim brethren will prepare the sheer kurma. They will buy semaya and other things, dry fruits, and they will make this sheer kurma and they will serve it to us. We can see again during Rosa, people tend to buy many fruits, dry fruits to break their fast. Again, we can see how geographical regions influence our consumer behavior. We can see this is the wedding attire of Kerala Hindu Christians. We can see in Hindu weddings they are wearing mund, which is the traditional wear, and sari, a lot of gold, which is forms a part of geographical region. A Christian wedding, you will find that in Kerala they wear white sari. and coat by male men. Again, we can see in a Goanese wedding how they wear gown, which forms a part of geographical region culture. We can see how these traditional jewelry are brought by Maharashtrians during weddings. They also wear these type of clothes, which is their ethnic wear. We know how Gujaratis buy these type of saris, the Bandhani sari, which is very famous. Or in West Bengal, we have got the red and white sari, white sari with red border, which is their part of their culture, and geographical region influences consumer behavior. We also discuss social class. Social class we can divide into three type of class, that is your upper class, middle class, lower class. We know very well that if we were to visit a hotel and we were to stay overnight, based on our class we will choose different types of hotels. Like we have got Taj Mahal, which is used by upper class, Ginger by middle class, and this dormitory type of setting by lower class. So not only about hotels, but in everything, definitely when we buy cards, we buy many other things which we are buying are based on our social class. Personal factors influences our consumer behavior. Age and stages in the life, occupation and economic condition, personality and self-concept, lifestyle and values. We know when we were small, small kids, boys, if they get pocket money, they would buy Hot Wheel cars. Girls would buy Barbie dolls, PS4. When we start our education, especially when we do our MBA, we tend to buy laptops. When we start working, we buy bikes, cars. When we get married, we buy rings. We can see that age influences our buying behavior. At different ages of life, we tend to buy different things. We will also discuss life stages. We can see here, I have taken a very popular star, Dimple Kapadia. We can see in different stages of her life, her dressing is different and she is looking different. Same is the case with most of us. When we go to school, we tend to buy school bags, tie, uniforms. We tie plaids like this. Hence, a consumer is more buying things for their kids at the stage when their kids are going to school. Again, when a kid goes to college, the life stage is changed and they are into trendy clothes, fashionable haircuts, fashionable and stylish accessories, makeups. They visit beauty parlor quite frequently. As you start working, your investment is more on formal clothing, coat, suit, boot, blazers. Then next stage of life, people think about getting married. They spend money on marriage expenditure, gold, jewelry, wedding costumes. After getting married, next stage of life, people may buy house if they don't have. Then when people have kids, they spend money on their kids, they invest money, they buy cycles and other things required for the kid. They spend on the child's education. And then when people grow old, we have got different types of consumers here. Some old people may go abroad, visit, see new places. Some people may get involved in religious activities and spend money on buying religious tour packages. Some may spend money on yoga classes. Some may also join classes to fulfill their hobbies, which they couldn't do because of uh, taking care of the kids. Then what we are discussing is profession. Based on a profession, we tend to buy things. So consumers' behavior is influenced by his profession. Say for example, I'm a makeup artist. I tend to buy makeup items that are required for my profession. I am a professional photographer. I tend to spend money on lenses, cameras, stands, etc. I'm a doctor. I tend to buy everything related to medical equipments, aprons, and hospital beds. I'm a gym trainer, or I own my own gym. Then I tend to buy things which are required for my profession. If I am a professor, then I invest lot of money on books. I'm a fashion designer. I tend to invest lot of money on clothing, fabric, machines. Next, what we are discussing is the social class or the economic condition. When I talk about economic condition, whether we will stay in a bungalow or in a high rise building or into a simple building to a slum is based on our economic condition. If our economic condition is very good, like we have seen in Bandra, we can see Shah Rukh Khan's bungalow. So, if your economic condition is good, you may buy a bungalow. If you are still not that very economically very rich, then you may buy a flat in a building. Then we can see some of the people, they tend to buy in chawls, etc. And then if your economic condition is not very good, then we may stay in slums. And same is the case with the type of car which we buy, or the type of restaurant which we go, or where we want to keep our party, is all based on our economic condition. So a consumer tends to buy things based on his economic condition, be it a house, be it going for an international destination, or taking admission in a very great university, or studying abroad, is all based on his economic condition. Personality, we have got people, introverts, extroverts. If you are an extrovert, then you will be more into socializing, partying, outing. So as a consumer, you will spend a lot of money on friends, partying with them, going to different places as you enjoy being with people. Self concept, suppose if my self concept is that I am a style icon, then my clothing, to my makeup, to my accessories, all will be towards style and fashion. So since I think my self concept is that I am a style icon, or if I feel I'm a professional, or I need to dress in a particular fashion, because my self concept is that I am a businessman and I need to wear these type of attire. Next is lifestyle. Now there are many examples on lifestyle. We will cover few of them. Say for example, in cities, the lifestyle is to use machines, washing machine, dishwashers, vacuum cleaners, fridge, etc. The reason being very simple: people are working and they really don't have time, so they use all this. But in rural India, maybe people are cooking on the chula still, or they are washing clothes in the river, because electricity may not be there the way how it is in cities. Or if there is a function in the house or a birthday party, maybe the mothers are cooking at home, whereas in cities what we do is we may go to barbecue nation, throw a party, and we may party in some other place. We may see the lifestyle in a village, maybe melas, fairs, whereas in cities it might be going to a disc. So lifestyle is different for different people, and based on our lifestyle we tend to buy different products and services. Let's discuss psychological processes which influence our consumer behavior: motivation, learning, perception, memory. Let's discuss this in detail. We are motivated to look good, slim, trim, and stay fit, and therefore we join a gym. We feel applying makeup enhances our look, hence we are motivated to apply makeup. We get our haircut done from Javed Habib because he seems to be very promising, and he tends to give you a haircut which suits your face and which will enhance our personality. We're motivated to go and cut our hair from his from his saloon or by him. We join CAT or CET coaching classes because we are motivated to be successful. We feel if we score good marks in CAT or CET, we will get a good MBA college, and a good MBA college would result into good placements. We have seen the advertisement of Axe. We're motivated to buy Axe because we feel we'll smell good. People who have got grey hairs are motivated to look young, so they buy Godrej hair dye. Second is learning. Learning involves changes in individuals' behavior arising from experience. Suppose you buy a Toyota car, you learn that the engine of the car is extremely good and has a great resale value. Then you may again buy a Toyota car due to your learning. Say for example, your first car was Toyota Innova, second car you may go for Toyota Fortuner. And same is the case with L'Oreal shampoo, Indigo Airlines, where you get a very good experience. You tend to reach your destination in 2 hours time. You feel there is value for money, so it's one of the low cost airline which reaches you on time. Or you wear Gucci perfume and you know that the fragrance stays for a longer time. Ujala Stiff and Shine, after using this on your cotton clothes, your clothes tend to look stiff and you have a good experience. You learn that the product is good for you. Or you buy a high design bag and you know that this bag doesn't get damaged very fast, and then you tend to go for the next bag also, which is manufactured by high design. Perceptions. What are perceptions? Perception is the process by which an individual selects, organizes, and integrates information inputs to create a meaningful picture of the world. For example, during Corona times, eating outside, even if lockdown is lifted for restaurants, is based on how the consumer perceives. A consumer who perceives it is safe will only eat in restaurants, while a consumer who perceives that it is risky will not eat in restaurants. Sometimes all safety is taken care of, but due to perception, a consumer may or may not eat outside. So, consumer behaviors are influenced by perception. Next, what we're discussing is memory. Take for example, you tend to take a holiday package of Thomas Cook and you traveled to Europe. You had a very good experience. It stays back in your memory. Next time when you want to go for a European trip or to any other destination, you may prefer to go with Thomas Cook because it stays in your memory that they provide good services. I hope you have understood this concept very well. Social factors influences a consumer behavior. Reference groups. A person's reference group consists of all the groups that have a direct face-to-face or indirect influence on his, her attitudes or behavior. Philip Kotler. Social factors affecting consumer behavior. Groups having direct influence on a person are called membership groups. Some membership groups are primary groups. Primary groups are family, friends, neighbors, co-workers. We can see in a wedding, the entire family tends to buy clothing of similar type from same type of shops. They go for shopping together. Hence, family influences consumer behavior. Friends influences our consumer behavior. We can see our college friends all wear jeans. We also tend to buy jeans. So, friends influence our consumer behavior. Neighbor influences our consumer behavior. Yes, we know that in cities like Mumbai, Dandiya is played by everyone. We see our neighbor who goes to play Dandiya. We also buy those Dandiya sticks, and we also buy similar type of dressing which suits the festival, and we also play Dandiya. We know even Christmas celebrations are like that. The Santa cap is brought because our neighbor has brought. Again, our cooking is also influenced by our neighbors. Sometimes we tend to buy those masalas which our neighbor is using, and so neighbors influences our consumer behavior. In some part of our country, we can see that companies like Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW are able to sell cars because neighbors have an influence on the consumer. Co-workers influences our consumer behavior. Say for example, if a particular co-worker throws a party in a particular restaurant, then others also feel okay, this is a good place to throw a party. So co-workers influence our consumer behavior. Again, we can see that our dressing is influenced by our co-workers. We tend to buy from those shops and the type of dresses which our colleagues wear. It has an influence on us. We tend to go shopping together and buy blazers, salwar kameez, t-shirts. Then we have got our decision on buying which mobile service provider we should use based on the feedback which we get from our co-workers, because at times we are using our phone in our workplace and we tend to get influenced by our colleague who says okay, this XYZ connection works very well in our office. Sometimes even our financial products which we buy like mutual funds, shares, are also influenced by our co-workers. Secondary groups. In secondary groups, we will be discussing two groups. One is religious group and other is professionals. I am sure you have understood what is primary group. Now we move on to secondary groups. First is our religious groups. We tend to buy clothing based on our religious groups. So for example, if you want to visit a mosque, then we have to wear a certain type of clothing. So what our religious groups buy, that all we tend to buy. We can see in this picture of Hare Krishna how they are wearing the saffron color dress. Again, we will find that all Muslims visit the Mecca. So once people grow old or in their lifetime, they would like to visit Mecca, especially a Muslim brethren would like to visit Mecca. So they all go together and our religious groups influence our buying behavior. Then we have got the Christians who visit Jerusalem. So the church group, religious group may all plan together and they may go and buy tickets and visit religious places, as in the case of visiting Jerusalem. Then we have got profession. Our professional people influence our consumer behavior. We can see in this example how the gym trainers tend to wear similar type of clothing. We can see doctors tend to buy those apron and other profession related items. We can see how our colleagues, executives all dress similar way, so we tend to buy coat, suit, boot, the way how our professionals are wearing. Or you can see in this picture how the air hostesses are dressing in similar way because they belong to the same professional. I hope you have understood social factors influencing consumer behavior. Thank you.